Hello, welcome to Money, Stocks and Economics. I'm here to talk about our part 3 of our video. First of all, I'm gonna have to mention that our first video 5 days ago about 3 companies, one of them already beat the market, so I'm really happy with that. I can show you here 5 days ago for the date of the video. Already made 10%. So the metric of market is already been beaten in 5 days through the first video. So really happy. The second thing I want to say is I have to apologize for my English. I'm from Brazil, as you all know, and I'm not been practicing my conversation skills, so my English sometimes some words got lapse in the sentence. I can't remember the words, but as I'm talking to you guys and forcing myself to do this in English will help with my fluency as my brain adapts to thinking about the language normally. Well, let's go. That being said, let's talk about, you see the thumbnail of the video, good and dangerous, the most volatile sector of the economy and the probably most volatile sector of the stock market, shipping. And the company I bring to you guys to analyze today is Global Shipping Lease. As the name says, is a company that leases ship. Who would have thought, right? I've been trading. I've been trading. No, I've been investing in shipping companies for a while now. It's a very hard market. You have to understand about geopolitical issues, cost issues. You have to understand about the map, the world map a lot. So you can make large profits if you have the right mindset, if you know what you're doing. So I'm gonna explain today a little bit. This video is gonna be dense. Maybe I will do a video on maritime economics, the maritime economics fully, because today I'm gonna go through some topics, but it's very complicated. So I will try to simplify as much as I can and make a cool video, but this video gonna be probably longer. I have a lot of things to explain why this is a great investment, but I'm happy that the first stock I send you guys, my opinion, already beat the market, so I think this gives me a little bit of credibility that I will build in the long term either way, but I think it's nice. My first investment with shipping was in an Israeli company called Zim Integrated Shipping, and I made 189% in 7 to 8 months. I will show you here is this company, Zim Integrated Shipping. I bought it for, let me show you, I bought it for 13. No, I bought it for 13 here. No, sorry, the first stock I bought, it was 15 around here, between these two, and the stocks keep going down. 15 I bought it, and then they go down. I bought it at 12, then it go down again. I bought it at 10, then it go about I bought a lot of at 7:30, and then I reduced my median price of the shares to 7.50, I think. And then after I did this in 7.50 here, around here, I sold it in when it make 189 from profit. So I sold it between these two. I sold it. Why I sold it? The company was very cheap from the start. Her worth in value is $40. However, my cost of opportunity was too great because I have this money locked down in a volatile stock. And as I can mention, the Austrian economist Frederick von Meiser, who explained first time the cost of opportunity, I already made a lot of money in alpha metallurgical and water met coal. So this stock is too volatile for the time, and the conflict between Israel and Hamas, I thought will punish the share. What did not happen, did not happen as rough as I thought, but this is the reason I sold the stock, because I'm a value investor. So I buy shares that are undervalued and sell when they are overvalued. But I didn't wait because my cost of opportunity in this share specifically was too great, and the stock is too volatile, and I have better option with same amount of returns and a less riskier stock. But I made 189 in 8 months. Great investment, absolute great. I sold it almost at peak, but it's still undervalued. Still is a good company, but I chose to sell because I have better ones. My constraint is in money, not in shares, not in stocks that I can pick that make a great return. But my most of my money was in this stock, and I already made 189. So no reason to keep the risk if you have a good enough option besides that. But let me explain how the shipping market works and why you can make large profits like this if you understand what happened. Um, this happens in because of the events of 2020, right? As we all know what happened in 2020, the supply chain of boats of shipping boats who deliver the goods was constrained because the ports was congestion and people locked at homes are being ordered too much demand for too little supply. The shipping market is very sensible, is very controlled. As we can see here, they make profits, and any disruption in the chain of supply make the freight rates go up drastically. So this happens with the freight rate, right? As everybody got locked down, demand goes up, no enough ships to build demand, then freight goes up. As freight goes up, every company that has boats, sell boats, lease boats, or have their own older boats that are not that fuel efficient, goes into the waters to try to capture this absurdly large profit. As they done this, in short, after they increment to buy new ships, and then there's an oversupply of ships, and then the freight goes down like this. I'm here, no boats for all the demand's increasing. No boats. Created boats. Boats are built, ships are built, ships are sold, and then oversupply of ships, then the freight rates goes down. What happens after? As because of the events of 2020, companies got overstock. What is mean? They bought more what they need for their inventory because the freights were too high, and they bring to pay one freight to get economies of scale. You bring a lot in one freight, so you pay less, and then they have no demand for products because they're overstock their company. Then the freight rate goes down, and then in 2024 freight rate goes up again, and I will explain why this happens in a while. But first, let me introduce you to the company. What is the company? Here. Global Shipping Lease. Global Shipping Lease is a company that lease ships for other companies like Zim, the stock I'll show you that are already made, and they lease only container ships. There's a five types of ships that are bulker carriers, container carriers, tanker oils, Panamax, and ro-ros. They are the most important. They have other ships like pt3, pure cars, pure trucks, and lash boats, who are boats who you can do uh, deliveries in shallow waters. But the most important are dry bulks, container ships, tanker oils, and have size boats who can carry almost anything, right? So why the container one, this company in specific, is the good investment? The first things that make this company a good investment: they only trade in container ships, they only lease container ships. They have already been in long-term contracts and will be until the end of 2026, so their revenue is guaranteed. And the container freight rate is increased to the geopolitical problems. So let me show you first of all the microeconomics of how container ships works. I already told you that when a disruption happens, the freight rate goes up and tends to correct it by people demanding new ships or using older ones and oversupplying the market with the service of delivery. Then the freight rate goes down. Oh, the clearest supply and demand trade-off that always happens. But here, what happens? As we can see, the freight of containerized freight index, only the container ships demand goes up, and this due to geopolitical problems. As we can see here, I'm from Brazil, right? As we can see here, the dry bulk ships did not have this increase. Had the increase of 2020, like everything in the market was disrupted, but it's pretty much stable, and the container is not. This is stability in container freight index, and this is large profits. So why the dry bulk didn't increase the freight rates as well? Because it's a problem only in some routes because of geopolitical problems. In Brazil, I live in Brazil, so a dry bulk leaves this port, right? Paranapaíba, and goes to Europe, for example. Goes to France. They only transport soybeans in dry bulk. It's a large ship with a hole in the middle. So you put a large amount of soybeans, go to Europe, discharge in a port, pick up another cargo. Always happens in shipping industry. It's controlled by Lloyd's Bank that controls the brokerage from the ship going there, delivering a cargo, and come back with another cargo without knowing which company they are contracting to. They leave it at the port, they take it at the port, and most of them is done by Lloyd's Bank in London. But this is another video from maritime economics. If you guys have interest to know about. So what happened in freight? Why freight rates increase and dry bulk don't? Freight rates increase because of this problem. Let me explain. In Brazil we want iPhones, America wants iPhones, and iPhones got sent from China. China is a great producer of the telephone, iPhones and other phones, because they have a microchip industry. Then the phones are assembled in China and then sent to other countries. So let's suppose they want iPhones, right? the ship leaves Shenzhen port or other port, goes to Sea of China, then they take the Singapore Strait here. They go through the Singapore Strait here, Strait of Singapore. Then they go to the Strait of Malacca here. What is it? Here, Strait of Malacca in Portuguese. Here, Strait of Malacca. Then from the Strait of Malacca, they take the ships, go around and go to the Bay of Bengal, and then to Arabic Sea. Let me show you Arabic Sea. So the ships go China, Singapore Strait, Malacca Strait, go to the Bay of Bengal, goes around or goes to the Arabic Sea. Goes to the Arabic Sea and stops in the Gulf of Aden. In the Gulf of Aden, that the problem happens. In the Gulf of Aden, they try to go to the Strait of Bab el-Mandab here. Bab el-Mandab. And this is, my Arabic is terrible, Bab el-Mandab Strait. This is the problem. Here, in normal conditions, let me explain normal conditions. Normal conditions, the ship comes from China, goes through all of the countries, the straits that I said, go to the Gulf of Aden, go to the Strait of Bab el-Mandab, Red Sea, go to the Suez Canal. Here, go to the Suez Canal, take the Suez Canal, go. You're gonna show up in the port of Fuad or port of Said. Here, port of Fuad, right? And then from the port of Fuad or port of Said, they goes to Cyprus and then takes the Adriatic Sea and Europe, in this example. But what happens? As you guys know, this portion of Yemen got the Houthi conflict, and they are kidnapping boats and sending missiles, and then disrupts the flow of international trade. What is the problem? The boats they're sending is worth billions of dollars, multiple billions. So they don't want to take the risk of going through Bab el-Mandab to have your boat kidnapped, right? It's too much risk. You can pay insurance, but insurance is gonna cost a lot because of the value of the cargo and the boat itself. So what do they have to do? As normally from a supply from Asia to Europe happens, it goes to the shorter way, to this path. But as we have this problem here, the company has to do this, go around all of this and give the Cape of Good Hope, the famous Cape of Good Hope, go all around Africa and deliver to Europe. But as the supply chain is, as I said, sensible and very well managed, any disruption in the time of the travels make profits, make freight rates go up. In maritime economics, there are two types of boats speed. If the freight rates are high, the captain of the ship go full steep around. They what's the word? They go faster. Let's put a step on the gas. I was saying, they go faster to capture these large profits. If the freight rates are low, they go almost by the sea stream, like they go without using too much gas, and go very slow because the freight rates down. As the freight rates increases, they tends to go faster. So what will happen with this stock? What is the catch with this investment specifically? This company doesn't work the boats, doesn't have the risk of the contracts. There are four types of contracts in shipping industry. There are more, but four of them are the most used. That are time charters, that you lease the ship for some time. That what this company does mostly. There are voyage charters that you go from here to there and is over. There are bare boats, then the company lease the boat and don't only the boat. The other company has to have crew, has to have their containers, have to have they absorb the most of the risk as the others do. But we have another type of contract that is from hedging contracts. And the most important thing of this company is that it does not share the risk. It only rents the boats. Here are the contracts, right? I can see here Norfolk's the boat, is the ship, Zim is the company, and this is the contract. This contract is guaranteed to 2027 until the fourth quarter. The darker blue is the contract, full contract. They cannot they are bound to the blue line to this date. In the clear blue, the other blues here, I'm forgetting words. The other blue here is an option contract. The company has to analyze if they wanna still keep the boat to the end of this option contract, or if they're gonna change the terms of the contract, like hedging and etc. But what is the catch? The company is very undervalued, right, for the amount of money it makes. It's been punished to the volatile of the shipping market, but is not too exposed as the other companies. Zim is very exposed because if the freight rate goes down, who is artificially up because of the conflict, the profits of the company goes down. Here in global shipping lease, this doesn't happen because the contracts guarantee a full cash flow of cash until the date of the end of the contract. So the stock is trading and is undervalued, like the risk of a normal shipping company, but it's not a normal shipping company. It's a company they have the cash flow guarantee, so the risk is much lower. So the stock is very undervalued because of them. It's already undervalued to the amount of boats they have, right? They have billions in boats divided by, if you take the amount of boats they have in value, subtract their debt, and divide by the number of shares, still the share is going to cost $40 and is trading at 25, right? If you put on top of that the cash flow the company is making, as we can see here, the cash flow is being great, and put a stock in a value of 50, at least 50, but is not being realized for now from the market. So if we see here 2020 we had the problem, you all know. 2021 there's a negative 223, but this is the if you can see here, this is an operational cash flow, right? And if you look here, they invested, there's a great increase of capex. Their capex is 46,952, and 2021 was 471. Why? They bought a boat. If we go here, investing, net purchase of PPE, they bought a boat. That's why the operational cash flow minus the boat give you a negative free cash flow, but it's not true. If they bought a boat because the demand for boats is higher, so they invested to lease, have more boats to lease and make more money. So the company, I don't know if the company is being punished for that, but this is why it's negative. If you can see the other year in 2022, they didn't buy any large boats, so the profits, the free cash flow goes up. Why the income in shipping industry is important to look at free cash flows. Any company is important to look at free cash flows, but shipping is more, because the value of the boats are very high, in billions of dollars, so the depreciation is very high. So if you look at a company only through profits, you can see there are negative profits. Sometimes their profits are negative because depreciation is too high, but the company is making a lot of money. So in the shipping industry, if you're gonna maritime economics, always look to free cash flow. Forget about profits, forget about loss, only free cash flow matters. So this is the tip. So as we were saying, the company have the contract secure until 2026. The contracts have what we call hedge. Hedge is the policy in maritime economics when the freight rate is volatile. The company that lease the ships make an agreement with the leaser. If the freight rate continues high, the leaser gives part of the profits to the shipping leasing company. If the freight rates goes down too much, the leasing company gives some discount or do not or change the terms of the contract with the lease company. So it's a win-win. They hedge normally freight rates, they hedge gas costs. So this company I already looked through the most important contracts. You can see here they have who is chartering, the size of the boat, and the rate they are paying. And I look around, see the type of contracts, the hedging, and analyze those for you. The most of their income is secure. If we can see, last year the company made 222, right, in 4 months, and this share is undervalued for this kind of free cash flow, and even greater for now. 2 months has two income statement have passed, and the company already made almost 200, and there are two income statements to go, like the trimesters, 2 trimesters to go, and already beaten the profits from 2023. So this stock will make almost 400, 300, depends of their capex, and will make a large profit, and the share has to go up because until 2026 their profits are guaranteed. They are not exposed to the conditions of the shipping market. They are a company that has enough long-term contracts to the end of 2026 to keep in good health. They are no great debt. As you can see, the debt only increased for these years because they took debt to buy the ship and then go down again. Doesn't need too much working capital, very low working capital, most of time negative working capital. That's mean that the money comes in before the cost goes out, so they are negative. The money is too low money to operate the business well, because they listed the ships. There are some administrative costs and maintenance of the ships, but with the freight, the container freight rate is high, they list the ships and only collect profits, and no greater problem here. and the value of steel is down, as I show you here. Let me show you here. What is important about steel? The price of steel is down. What is important about steel? When there are the average age of a boat is 25 to 30 years. So imagine we have a boat 30 years old, we're still working, but it's not that full efficiency. So they use it only when the market gives the condition to use, make it profitable to use. They are not fuel efficient. They are sometimes pollutant chips from they are too old, and when the steel is high, the value of steel, most of those boats go to what we call scrapping, to the shores of Tanzania, Kenya, and Somalia. They scrap ships, right, and sell the steel. Why it is important? This is what controls the supply of boats. As this problem in the Gulf of Aden, in the Bab el Mandab, endures, all boats will keep traveling, no matter how old, to capture these profits. As the conflict ceases, freight rates tends to go down. If the value of the steel is high, when freight rates goes down, most of the excess capacity of the old ships go to scrapping. But as the freight rate is up and the steel is down, there's no incentive to keep the older boats to scrapping. So it's probably at the end of the market is recognizing that at the end of the conflict, if the conflict ends and they can do a lot of trading again through Bab el Mandab, the ships do not go for scrapping, so it's all oversupply. That's why shares are being punished. However, our company has the cash flows guarantee. They cannot send the boats back until 2026, and even if they send, it's 2 years from now, and the share has to go up because it's too undervalued. Is lower than the value they have on the boats, and they are making a lot of money. So this is our bet. I tried to make a shorter video. I wanna say sorry again for my English. Some words I mispronounce, and I still cannot remember all the, as I'm thinking to explain the things for y'all. I cannot think as well for the words I want to say, so probably get better in time, but you have to bear with me. So give a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. This stock's probably let me show you here. The stock is trading at 25. It will beat the market for sure. Has to, because of the money. The question is when. We know it's undervalued, as Warren Buffett says, 2 to 3 years, but it will make a large profit. That's for sure. Protected from market volatility, guarantee low debt, guarantee cash flow through the end of 26, and is a safe bet. No question about it. It's just the time but the market realized that this bet is a good bet, and we'll make together large profits and beat the market, as we already made with HOV Industries, like HOV Enterprises, the first opinion in the channel. So guys, thank you very much. Stay with God, and to the next video.